Prince Charles could step aside to put William on the throne, can't see Camilla as Queen claims. Prince Charles has the option to change constitutional law and allow Prince William to take his seat on the throne, a royal expert has explained. Prince Charles, 72, is first in line to the throne when the Queen dies but has been facing calls to let Prince William to take over as head of state. The Prince of Wales, who has been first in line to the throne for more than 7 decades, is the oldest heir apparent in British history. Royal expert Stuart Pearce has explained how Charles could step aside and let the Duke of Cambridge take his place. Mr. Pearce said, "We know the position he is about to inherit. It's going to be very interesting to see if Prince Charles will sit in the throne or will he create some form of a shift in constitutional law to allow his son to sit in the throne. That's going to be very interesting. At the moment the right of ascendancy is Charles on the throne, but I don't necessarily see Queen Camilla." He added, "Constitutional law could be revoked and changed because after all we're living in extraordinary times. It comes as Charles has been stepping into the Queen's shoes since her 95th birthday." The royal commentator Richard Eden said, "Palace officials have been very keen to play down the idea of a summit Charles has called with Prince William to plot the future. But they will be having lots of conversations. When the Queen is 95, by definition it will be a transition of some effect. Charles will be with her at all those big events such as the state opening of Parliament." While royal editor Robert Jobson has explained how Charles has been doing a lot of the heavy lifting the past few years as the Queen can't be expected to continue at the same pace. Mr. Jobson said, "He is certainly the longest-serving heir to the throne. I'm sure he will continue to do so if the Queen wants to continue in that role. I'm sure there is enough scope if she wanted to step aside for him to become Prince Regent and that she can enjoy her retirement like the Duke of Edinburgh has from the age of 96 if she wants to. But otherwise in the Prince of Wales transition over the past 10 to 15 years, he has been taking on more of the responsibilities of the Queen. He does most of the heavy lifting in terms of long-haul flights representing the Queen and is supported by Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge as well. I think there has been a transition and you can't expect Her Majesty to continue at the same pace as she has the last 86 years. Whether there is a formal handing over of that executive power in terms of the regency is still up in the air, but the Prince of Wales will obviously continue to do more and more. As heir to the throne, the Prince of Wales has been waiting in the wings for over 50 years as his mother continues to sit as the longest-serving, living sovereign. When he eventually becomes king, we can expect his wife, Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, to be by his side, although she'll likely be going by a new title as well. Before the couple wed in a civil ceremony at Windsor Guildhall, Clarence House announced, "It is intended that Mrs. Parker Bowles should use the title HRH the Prince's consort when the Prince of Wales accedes to the throne." However, the customary title for the wife of the reigning king is, in fact, Queen Consort. At the time, it described Princess Consort as a new title created just for Camilla, because crowning her as queen would create PR problems for the royals. Although there's been some confusion through the years about whether that will remain Camilla's future title, Clarence House confirmed in a statement in March 2020. The intention is for the Duchess to be known as Princess Consort when the Prince accedes to the throne. This was announced at the time of the marriage and there has been absolutely no change at all. According to recent reports, she will eventually become Queen Consort, the customary title for the wife of the reigning king. This is also the title that Kate Middleton will receive when Prince William eventually becomes king. Our frequently asked questions are updated regularly. This is one question that Clarence House has not been asked by the public for some time, which is why it no longer features. After news of Charles and Camilla's affair broke, many members of the public had an unfavorable opinion of the Duchess of Cornwall. Her image has been transformed, a carefully managed makeover, and they have done a fantastic job rehabilitating her reputation. She was not shoved down the public's throat. The palace took baby steps when it came to their public life together.